If you're a roofing contractor doing anywhere between $1 million to $3 million a year, what I'm about to show you in the next 15 minutes could completely transform how you think about scaling your business. Because right now, while most roofers are stuck chasing the same overpriced leads from Angie and Home Advisor, Networks, Modernize, burning through their profits on marketing that doesn't work, there's a small group of business owners who've discovered something completely different. They figured out how to scale past 3 million, 5 million, all without working 80-hour weeks, without constantly worrying about where the next job is coming from, and without having to personally close every single deal that comes through their door. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how they're doing it. My name is Melvin, and I'm the founder of Juggernaut Marketing. I've worked behind the scenes with some of the largest roofing companies in the industry, helping them generate over tens of millions of dollars of revenue. But here's what makes this different from every other marketing agency you've probably already spoken to. These guys who get you the leads and disappear, we're the opposite. We actually get you on the phone, we get our homeowners on the phone, and we help you close those deals remotely. We coach your sales team, we build out your entire sales process from start to finish. And let me give you some real examples of what I'm talking about. We helped Lionel Cabrera get 12 jobs in his first 2 weeks off just 20 appointments. Now, Lionel, he was your standard roofer. Lionel had worked with 3 other marketing agencies before he came to us. One that did SEO, one that did Google ads, and one that did Facebook ads. He canceled all of them after working with us because he kept constantly getting burned by agencies that promised the world and delivered nothing. Then there's Kyle. We helped him completely transform his sales performance and his team's performance by revamping his entire sales process. We showed him how to handle the leads the moment they came in. We helped him with his show rate, his run rate, all the way through to the signed contract. His team went from struggling to close deals to becoming a well-oiled machine. Lastly, there's Dan. He was stuck around $3 million a year, only doing referrals. He had great crews, but he was worried about leaving them without work. He wanted to be a good leader, invest in his team, so he invested in marketing with us. We helped him generate 6 jobs in his first 2 weeks, and now his crews stay busy year-round. But let me tell you where you are right now. This is me taking a wild guess. You're probably tired of being misled by marketing agencies. You've heard all the promises before: hot leads, qualified prospects, guaranteed results, appointments. And what did you get? A bunch of tire kickers who were out of range off of a horrible lead that just didn't work, off of an ad that made no sense, that just wanted the cheapest price possible, or, a lead that said they never put a request in and never even answered their phone in the first place. You're frustrated because you know you're better than your competition. You do quality work, you get results for your customers, you stand behind your warranties, but somehow the guy down the street who does mediocre work is getting more jobs than you are. Maybe you've tried Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, websites. You burned through thousands of dollars with nothing to show for it. Maybe you hired an SEO company that promised to get you ranking on Google, map stacking. 6 months later, you are in the same exact place as when you had that conversation with this team that told you that they would help. Or maybe you're paying Angie, Home Advisor, Networks, Modernize tens of thousands of dollars per month of leads that are just beat up, that don't answer, that are shared amongst 4 or 5 other people, where it's a race to the bottom, and that's a race you don't want to win. Here's what really keeps you up at night. You're starting to realize that if something doesn't change soon, you're going to keep overspending on marketing, working harder and harder just to watch all your profits evaporate at the end of the month. You're paying everyone else, your crews, your suppliers, your salespeople who are complaining, but at the end of the day, there's nothing left for you. You see other contractors posting about their big jobs, the metal roofs, the 70 square projects, the churches that they're landing, and you're wondering what they're doing that you're not. You know you have the skills. You know you can do the work, but you can't seem to crack the code on consistent lead generation and sales and acquisitions. The worst part, you're wearing every hat in your business. You're the estimator, you're the foreman, you're the project manager, you're the salesperson, you're the babysitter, you're the marketing department, and you're the CEO, all rolled into one. You're working 60, 70, and even 80 hours a week. You are always trying to plug up whatever the hole in the business is, yet you're still not where you want to be financially. And I'll tell you this, you're not alone. Every single successful client we work with started by watching this same exact video. They felt the same exact feelings that you're feeling right now of uncertainty uncertainty and doubt and overall despair. Here's what I've learned after working with dozens and hundreds of roofing professionals and generating millions in revenue for our clients. The problem isn't that there aren't enough homeowners who need roofing work. You can't even get more leads. The real problem is that most marketing agencies are focused on getting the wrong thing entirely. They're obsessed with getting you more leads, more gravy, more leads, but more is not the answer. Here's what they don't tell you, and here's what a lot of contractors don't realize. Most leads don't automatically equal more revenue. In fact, I've seen roofers and all home improvement contractors get hundreds of leads every month and still struggle to hit their revenue goals. Why is this? Because there are actually 3 critical pieces that have to work together like a well-oiled machine. First, you need qualified homeowners who actually need roofing work and have the budget to pay for quality work done and quality materials, not just anyone with a pulse and a phone number and trying to get the cheapest price. Not people who are just curious about pricing that want to stack your estimate amongst 4 or 5 other guys that are pricing way too low. You need motivated homeowners who understand the value of working with a professional contractor, someone with their license, someone with workers' comp, someone with insurance. Second, you need a proven sales process that turns leads into booked appointments. You're letting stuff slip through set rate, through show rate, and those appointments that get into signed contracts, the conversion is way too low than what you even are wanting to look at. Obviously, we're all salespeople, we're all closers, but are we holding our people accountable as leaders and not winging it when it comes down to sales? Sales is the livelihood, is the oxygen, it's the blood that goes into your business. Most contractors who are winging it, they don't have a system, they don't have a process. They're just hoping that their experience and expertise will be enough to close a deal. It's not. Lastly and third, and this is the piece that almost everyone misses, you need someone who can coach your sales team to perform at the same level you do when you're out there closing deals yourself. Because let's be honest, you're probably the best salesperson, but you can't beat on every single appointment. You can't close every single deal personally. This is what we call the Roof Vault Growth System, and it's specifically designed for roofers who want to scale past $3 million to $5 million a year without working themselves into the ground. Here's how it works. Unlike other agencies that just throw leads at you and hope something sticks, we actually help you close more deals. We get on the phone with your prospects and we close them remotely. We work directly with your sales team, coaching them, motivating them, encouraging them, doing role plays, teaching them the process, teaching them the discovery, teaching them objection handling, presentation skills, closing techniques. And yes, we also get you better leads using AI targeting that routes you directly to homeowners who need your service. I'm talking about exclusive leads. I'm talking about booked appointments. I'm talking about someone who's an ideal client. And I want you to think about it this way. Most marketing agencies are like a restaurant that only focuses on getting people in the door. They care about leads. They don't care if people actually order the food, right? All they care about is who walks in the door. And the thing that they don't care about is, like I said, they don't care if those people actually order the food, if they enjoy their meal, or if they ever come back. They just want to pack the restaurant. We're different. We're like having a world-class chef, an experienced server, and a marketing team all working together. We don't just get people in the door. We make sure that they have an amazing experience and become a customer for life. Our unique mechanism is that we actually help you close more deals instead of just focusing on the leads. We help you with your same sales framework. We coach your salespeople and we build out your custom sales process. We coach you as a business owner, and we are coaching you with other roofers that work for the company who've been in the industry for over 10 years. Here's what makes this so powerful. When we work with a roofing company, we don't just hand over a bunch of leads and say good luck. We don't do that. We become an extension of your sales team. We're on the phone with your prospects. We're following up with the leads, hammering them, and we're getting people back on track in your sales process. We're coaching you through every step of the process. Let me give you some specific examples of how this works in the real world. Take Lionel's story. When he came to us, he was frustrated. He's worked with 3 different marketing agencies, like I said, one for SEO, one for Google ads, and one for Facebook ads. He was spending thousands of dollars every single month, getting very little in return. The leads were low quality. His close rate was terrible. The lead quality was low. His close rate was low. And he was honestly starting to think that maybe online marketing just didn't work for roofing. Within his first 2 weeks working with us, we helped him close over 12 jobs off 20 appointments. That's a 60% close rate. How did we do it? We didn't just send him leads. We pre-qualified the prospect. We coached his sales team on specific objections, discovery, warm up, pre-close, everything. We coach Lionel on how to be a better leader. And and we got on the phones and helped him close deals that were just on the fence. And there's Dan, his biggest challenge, he wasn't getting leads. I mean, at some point he was even getting leads, and his challenge wasn't getting the leads. It was a new problem. It was getting his sales teams perform at the level he knew they were capable of. They were not landing deals. They were disengaged. They were moving in slow motion. It felt like he was someone who was herding a bunch of sheep and trying to get them to do their job, being a babysitter. There was no system. There was no process. There was no accountability. There was no consistency. We worked with him to completely revamp his sales process, his corrective action plans, his performance action plans, his landing page, his funnel to get more talent. We created scripts for every stage of the customer journey. We implemented a follow-up system that ensured no leads fell through the cracks. We used AI to not only nurture, but to target the right people. We coached the sales team on objection handling and closing techniques. The result, his entire team's performance skyrocketed dramatically, and his revenue became predictable, more importantly, and consistent. Lastly, Kyle. His story is particularly interesting because he was already successful. He was doing about $10 to $12 million a year, but a lot of it was off of random lead generators, right? He had great crews, great relationships with his customers, but he was worried about leaving his teams without work during a slower period. He didn't want to just get more leads. He wanted to make sure that those leads turned into actual jobs. Those crews could stay busy. His first 2 weeks with us, we helped him generate over $121,000. This is actually over the course of not his first 2 days, but I would say after a week and a half on a Monday, Tuesday streak, he messaged us 76 grand that he landed on Monday, 46 grand the day after. More importantly, we helped him build a system that can consistently generate work for all of his new reps that were coming in. He was rebuilding the entire culture of his sales team, and he needed a solid flow of leads to at least make sure his top performers were setting the pace and moving the needle for everyone else, right? 80% of your sales output is going to come from the top 20% of your team, guys. What are you doing to make sure that they are not only held accountable, they want to win? These are guys that want to be at the top. What are we doing as leaders to make sure that we're fueling them, to give them everything that they need in order to not only show up for themselves in the arena of our company, but how are we actually leading them as individuals and giving them a path to win so they can win in other arenas in their life? Now, imagine what your business would look like if you had this kind of system in place. Picture opening your phone tomorrow morning and seeing your calendar packed with a ton of qualified appointments, not just roofing, solar, windows, gutters, appointments on appointments, homeowners who are actually interested, that are texting you back, that are saying, hey, I would love for you to come out here, who understand the value of quality work and who have the budget to pay for it. Imagine your sales team closing deals at the same rate you do because you're using the same exact frameworks and processes that we've refined with $1 million roofing companies. No more inconsistent months. No more wondering if your reps are going to perform. Picture having so much consistent work that your biggest problem isn't finding jobs. It's deciding which ones to take and which ones to pass on. Your crews stay busy year round. Your cash flow is predictable. You can plan for growth instead of just hoping for survival. Imagine being able to take a vacation without worrying about whether your business will fall apart while you're gone, because you have the systems in place, you have a trained team, and you have a consistent flow of qualified prospects, leads, and appointments coming in every single month. Now, if that sounds like the kind of business you want to build, here's what I want you to do next. Below this video, you'll see a button that says book your strategy call. When you click on that button, it's going to take you to a short application page. This isn't some long, complicated form. It's just a couple quick questions for you and your business, just to see where you're at now, where you want to go, just to see how me and my team can help you. After you submit that application, you'll be taken to a calendar where you can choose a time that works for you to speak with our team and even speak with me. On that call, we're going to do many things, but really primarily 3 things that I'm going to be focusing on. First, we're going to take a deep dive into your current situation. What's working in your business right now? What's not working? Where are the biggest opportunities for improvement? Second, we're going to show you exactly how we can customize the Roof Vault growth system specifically for your business and your market, because every roofing company is different and what works in Texas might not work in New York. And third, if it makes sense for both of us, we'll talk about what it would look like to work together. Here's what I can promise you. Even if we don't end up working together, you're going to walk away from that call with a lot of clarity, with at least 3 specific strategies you can implement immediately to improve your lead generation and overall your sales output. If we do decide to work together, we guarantee guarantee will double your top performer's production within the first 30 days or you don't pay. Look, I know you've probably been burned by marketing agencies before. I don't mean to smile or laugh at that. It's just so common. I know you're skeptical, and honestly, you should be. There are a lot of people out there making these big promises that they can't. Here's the difference. We don't just promise results. We guarantee them. We don't just get you leads. We help you close. We don't just take your money and disappear. We become a partner long-term in your success. The roof industry is changing. Homeowners are more educated than ever, and they're doing their research online before they even pick up the phone. The contractors who adapt to this new reality are going to thrive. The ones who don't, they're already struggling. You have a choice to make. You can keep doing what you've always done, hoping that somehow things will get better, or you can take action today and start building the roofing business you know you deserve. Congratulations. By watching this video, you've already taken the first step toward building a more profitable, more predictable roofing business. One where you're not constantly worried about where the next job is coming from, where your sales team performs like champions, the culture is on fire, we're ramping everyone up, and where you're finally getting paid what you believe you're worth. If you're ready to take it to the next step, click that button below, fill the short application out, and let's get started.